Frank with the Morning Quick Shot, brought to you by Trade Stockers and NINZA Pro Traders. 15th of June, so around 7 Central. Let's take a look last night. Looks like we had it open 64.50, and then it just kind of dropped down to our overnight low right here at 59.75. And then we moved right up into this area right here at 67.50, which becomes one of our new zones right there at midnight. So it hit the bottom of this zone, pulled us back to here. Man, just getting short, getting ready for the European Open, and then it goes straight up through that zone, taking the first target, pulling back and hitting target 2 and target 3 along the way for our overnight trade. Looks like we got an all overnight high of 73 and a quarter, and is now pulled right back to that zone. And we're just sitting here this morning right around the 70 area right in here. So what's in store? Well, a lot of news. We've got NBA mortgage applications, which were down about 2.4% this morning. We've got PPI at 7:30. We've got Empire State at 7:30. Got industrial oil at 8:15. You got oil inventories at 9:30, and of course the FOMC at 1, and followed by her uh, press conference. So need to be real cautious today. A lot of volatility, a lot of just probably just going sideways, waiting for the decision to be made about rate hikes. So smart trader is close your trader back up and just go home. Take a break today and wait for this stuff to get out of the way. But if you choose to decide with the brave of us, let's take a look. If what the chart's showing us right now is we're pulling back to this zone for a retest here. We're staying above the 24 view up right now. If this holds, then we'll be looking for a retest up here at 2073.50 for a small target one up here in this area, and then possibly pull back to right in here to 7150 area, and then look for us to move up into the next area of zones. So by doing that, we're going to look for right up into here. This 74 is a major area we've got to get through. So we're going to look for it to break through up to around the 76 area, kind of the top of this previous zone over here from yesterday, and then pull right back in. Now it's going to come back and retest this 73.25 area. And when it does, it needs to hold it. If we get it closed below probably 72 area, look for us to head south as we move back probably below the 24 VWAP and head into a negative day here. So let us soon, let's continue with the upside maneuver. If it comes back in here and holds this 73.25, then look for the move up to this 2080. Real good resistance right here, so we need to be careful. Possible consolidation right in this area between this 80 and probably 74. So let's be cautious of that. Now, if we can get up to this 80, look for a pullback to about the 78, 76 area, and then look for it to go right up into this 81, 82 area. Another strong resistance area for the day. Look for it to come back and retest this 80. It needs to hold this. If it doesn't, we will look to retest this zone. If we hold this 80, then look for it to come through here and try to get up into the 64, 86, possibly 88 area. And then we're going to come all the way back down and retest this. It's going to be a struggle to get up to this 90 zone today. Unless the news from Yellen is good today, I wouldn't expect that. But if we get some good news from her, all bets are off. We could get to this 90 area fairly easy and then start looking for long-term targets up in here. Previous targets, we're looking at 2100 area for a high today. So be cautious with this and be prepared for it, though, and take advantage of the news. Let's look to the downside. If we come up here this morning and we just keep dragging this down here and we test this 68 area and then crosses back below it, and we get down about the 2066 area and it comes back up to retest this zone and this white line, the 24-hour VWAP, and fails, look for us to head to the opening price at 64.50. Look for another retest as the 24-hour VWAP comes down into here and the zone. Look for that retest and then look for target 1 or target 2 down into this 61.75 area, then down into the overnight low of 60 at 60, looking for a big bounce, big reversal, right back up into this 68. Look for a little bit of consolidation, a little bit of resistance here as we go through the open at 64.50. However, if we get down to this 60 area and we bounce back up to this open and fail and come right back into here and fall down to this 60.58 area, back into this zone, look for us to head to this 55 area, try to come back up and retest this 60. It might fail this time, and if it does, then look for us to head down into the 48 area. Now, if it fails that second, if it's successful the second time, just fall back into the upward scenario, look for pauses, at 6450, and this bottom of the zone is 6750, pulling back to retest it and then going back long again, looking at that long scenario. So let's take a look at the big picture today as I bring up the market profile. A little slow this morning. Here we go. As you can see, we've been coming off since the 6th of June. We hit this 100% retracement again. Open this candle. We expected to move up into targets and to 28, 2128, the 127. Instead, we pulled it right back down and we hit that 61.8 yesterday as predicted in the open and hit this small zone that we said to be concerned about right here, 57 to 54, right in this area. And all we did yesterday is take this and bounce right back up into a 64 area, and then it's where we stayed all night. And this is basically where we are today, so we got to watch this. Move up to 74 is the big picture here. It needs to test this 54, do a small retracement back here a little bit to the 70 area, and then break through and close above the 74 area. Needs to actually break above and move up into the 78. Now, if we can break the 78, look for the next move up into the 88, followed by the 93 area. However, if, like we just talked about, big picture, if we fail this zone at 57 area and head back down, once we close below the 61.8 retracement at 2084, look for the big picture target at 2042.93, breaking that down to 2020. That's the big picture. Keep an eye on it. If you have any questions, give Frank a shout at tradestockers.com and have a great day.